So on July 15, the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam occurred. For those unfamiliar, the GMTK Game Jam is an event where participants are given 48 hours to make a game that fits a given theme. For the GMTK Game Jam of 2022, I decided to participate because I saw it in my YouTube recommendation. Yep. Anyways, the theme for this year's Game Jam was Roll of the Dice. I originally had a hard time thinking of an idea for this game, but it ended up with the idea of a story about a high school student who left studying for a science test on the day before the test. It is more of an interactive story and not much of a game, but it was really fun to make, and it challenged me to have good design for my code. The name of the game was simply The Science Test. A lot of roadblocks that would normally be present weren't, thanks to the reusability of previous game assets I made in the past. Mainly the cube character I used in my 3D Factorio clone, Blocktorio. Using this cube character and the customizable shader I made with it, I was easily able to make new characters for the story of the game. What I mean by that is changing the shirt color. Yeah, it's not much, but I was on a very constricted time limit, so bear with me here. Speaking of small amount of time I had to heavily use methods of simplifying my code and allowing for it to be reusable in numerous use cases. The first major thing that I implemented was heavily using Unity events. The Unity event allows for you to connect public functions from other scripts to another script visually in the editor. This feature within the Unity editor allowed for me to very quickly assemble cutscenes for the story and trigger global events for the player. The second major thing that saved me lots of time was Unity's player pref system. Thanks to how easy it is to save data using the player prefs, the locking and unlocking of events across levels was really easy. There was also an asset store editor tool that I got which allowed you to see the saved data in the player pref system. This tool made it incredibly easy to test my cutscenes and interactable events. Lastly, the third major thing that probably saved me the most amount of time was ProBuilder. For those unfamiliar, ProBuilder is a Unity package that allows for you to 3D model within the Unity editor. This saved me so much time as it took out the process of modeling in Blender, exporting, making sure the thing I even modeled in Blender is scaled properly, and so on. Thanks to ProBuilder, if I tested my game and noticed something was off with the given model, I could simply just edit the model on the fly in the editor. Thanks to the three major things I mentioned, I was able to complete my game in time with a complete menu, interactable scene, and cutscenes. The only thing that I left out entirely was audio. So that is a little bit of behind the scenes for my GMTK 2022 Game Jam submission, The Science Test. If you want to play it, there will be a link in the description to the game page on itch.io. With that said, like and subscribe for more devlogs and tutorials, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye.